So when I first got here, Sonny Dice said he wanted this to be like a player-led program. I'm curious, he's been here since he got here. What are some of the ways he's kind of empowered you guys in the locker room to be leaders of this program?
I kind of say just starting off in the workouts, a lot of it's player-led. The players are getting the sheets, reading out the workouts, what we got to do for that day. Also, just the locker room stuff, just kind of relying on the older guys just to get the younger guys prepared for what we got to do. Just pre-practice stuff and just getting your body ready for the actual practice. So just kind of getting the older guys just to show the younger dudes what's like expected and what you should be doing here.
How much confidence are you sensing from the defense right now and how well you guys can play this year?
I'm feeling a whole lot of confidence in defense. I feel like people are just like real comfortable in the roles, I feel like people are gonna be flying around, playing fast, physical, and just the way we want to be.
You had some things you wanted to work on to kind of show scouts and things like that. What type of progress do you feel like you made during this offseason?
I feel like I've been doing good with my progress. I feel like the weight's been helping me out a lot, kind of with that run game stuff and just fighting with the O-lineman. But, it's time to actually show it in games now.
In regards to your week 1 game in Carolina, in light of the fact they've had so many new guys come in, as a player, do you have any idea what to expect from them, what they might do?
Not really personnel-wise, just because all the new players, but kind of got a little sense just off the OC and the stuff he kind of does. But the first game, coach has been saying to us, and even I feel like the past first games is really more so just about us ourselves and just knowing the defense and just playing the best we can, not really focusing on the opponent.
You and Caleb are two really extremely linebackers, got a kind of similar play style. Just how strong is the chemistry between you two on the field?
Me and him are good. We talk a lot, pre-snap, after snap. I feel like I have a real great connection with him, just as a friendship-wise that I can talk to him anything about. And like you said, we do have the same play style, so I feel like pretty much he can make any play I can make. So it's good to rely on somebody like that.
I asked Coach Dykes about this last year because you're planning. We've had a really mild summer, knock on wood. How have you enjoyed practicing in something that isn't 105 degrees that we normally have this time of year?
Yeah, it's definitely better to have those not as hot days, but I kind of like the hotter days, just because when we're not playing in Texas, feel a whole lot better. You don't kind of really have to deal with the heat, so it's kind of like making practice harder. So then once you get to games, that's easy.
Connor Lindgren has been one of those guys that's got a lot of reps this fall. Kind of talk about what he brings to the defense and how much he's helping you guys with depth at that position.
For sure, Connor's grown a lot just as a off the field, on the field player. Just because first couple years he wasn't playing, and even when he was kind of getting some tick, he really wasn't doing what he was supposed to. But now I feel like he's finally got some confidence in himself that he can go out with the ones and produce. So it's good just to have a big body up there clogging the gaps, and makes it easier for us backers.
For you, no one's really talking nationally. No one's really talking about TCU football. There's no top 25 rankings, none of that stuff. What do you make of that?
I really don't get too much into that. Just kind of take it for what it is, because the year that we went to the Natty, we weren't even ranked preseason, and then the following year we were ranked before the season, and we ended up not even going to a bowl game. So, all that preseason stuff really doesn't mean too much. Just hopefully we'll be ranked by the end of the season.
I'm going to ask you, since he's sitting about 20 feet away, how hard is it to tackle KB?
Yeah, he's for sure a tough running back to deal with. Kind of one of those things where it's you're going against him and Hoover and all the other good guys on offense. So, when it's time to come play, you're not going to see much better backs than him.
Yes.